Hello everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to an overview video about the 9.10 update. Right now we are on the test server, experience some of the new tanks, experience some of the new features, which will be basically first and foremost a new game mode, Rampage. I really still need to figure out how it works and if it is something for me, because it has something really neat. It gives you the ability to get this tank, the T-22 medium, and I guess that it's a pretty darn good tank in my opinion. As you can see from just the stats, it has pretty good armor, it has a pike nose, it has a good turret armor, unfortunately the IS-3 weak spot, and the gun, which you unfortunately can't see, is excellently accurate for a Russian tank. So I will try to get this tank, and I'm looking forward to those missions to try them. Especially, we also get the females, and I need the females for my FV 183-215B tank destroyer to get a full female crew and get stuff together. But this is only one of the new things. We also have a new game mode, Proving Ground, where you basically can take tier 2 machines and play against bots. Perfectly for you new players which are coming to World of Tanks. And we also have something more newish. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you in this small garage, but there is a new spotting system. Basically, you have a full circle instead of those rectangle. Pretty darn neat, in my opinion. And you also have something new. No more FV4202 on tier 10. You have the Centurion Action X, which I already did 2 videos about. One in English, one in German. One I was a little bit better, one I was a little bit worse. And yep, also, make a guess, the English version was a little bit worse because Everex. But yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't play the FV4202 because yeah, it's not available at the moment. You need to do some missions which are not online right now. So yeah, we'll look into that in a little later. We have 2 more premium tanks. First of all, the M4A1 Revalorisé. I hope I said that right. I'm not that good in French, even though that I need to speak it right now in the military, which I am not really pleased about. But yeah, tier 8 medium tank, kind of different to the AMX CDC, with a little bit more armor, not much, a little bit slower, quite much, and a different gun, more damage, less penetration. And it has APCR. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we will see it later. As far as I know, we also have a new, exactly this, we have a new, what is it called, interface for inscriptions, your camouflages and stuff like this. And as you can see, when you use camouflages, it even shows you what is going to be better about your tank. Like, oh yeah, oh no, I don't want to take this one. Like, oh yeah, this looks fine and this looks fine, and then we can, where can we accept this? Ah, to card, whoops! And then this is the card, and then this to the card. And then you can just like, oh yeah, this is my card, I don't want this anymore, or purchase. Neat. But we can go back to categories and take some emblems. And what does emblems give you? I don't know what it is. Command. You take this, you get 1% to your entire crew. I can't say that this is basically pay to win, but let me see. Ah, perfect wargaming! You're surprising me! You did good! Look at this! My most favorite decal, the Raptor, gives a 3% bonus to the loader. Oh, wargaming, why you're so neat to me? This is so nice of you. I do like this, yes, perfectly. As you can see, I'm sorry, I didn't even saw that right now, but most of these emblems give now good stuffs for your crew. Driver, loader, and on and on and on and on and on. I think this is kind of stupid, because, for example, if you really do like this decal, but you're just like, well, I get 3% more for my driver, but I don't want it for my driver, you're fucked. I think it's a pretty neat idea. Still, you can argue it could be pay to win, because every 30 days to pay again for those decals is quite much. But yeah, but I still think, please give us the ability to choose what kind of, what is it called, bonus you want to have for your decal. Because, I don't know, let's see, I'm Swiss, as all of you know. So let's see what I don't know, for this slot, for example, we're searching the Swiss flag. Or we are not, I guess. I know that in a normal game the Swiss flag is in it, but... there we are. Okay, at least all flags of different countries give you the same amount. 1% to the total major qualification. There we go. Now we have the Swiss flag. Add to cart. And as you can see, you get all crew members this 10% 1% bonus. So you get basically 4% for your loader. So yeah, I guess that's kind of neat. But what I also want to see is if I am sassy enough to say, where is it? Where's my Raptor? Because when you pay for one Raptor, you get another one for free, right? We get this. At least I did this, and I think this is a little bit harsh to give 6% more for your loader, which is basically pretty darn much in my opinion. Now I also want to see, for example, radio operating, not really of use. But I think also this could be quite neat for tanks which don't have accurate guns. 2% more to your accuracy is pretty darn good, I guess. But yeah, we are not finished yet. I really don't know if this is really what we want to have in this game. I really don't know. Oh. We also have stuff which is only... which is only available on certain maps. But I really want to see, we can actually right now boost our loader's quality to 12%. Let's do this. I guess that's strong. I really don't think that this is actually a good idea. Wargaming, I think you done goofed. Oh, that's why. What? Let's see. Yeah, we already have this acquired. So yeah, we are so sassy enough to get another one. And now we have 9% to our loader. That's why we had such a good reload time. 7.2 seconds. Now it should be something like 7. Holy smokes, I need to test this on my fancy E100. Yep, this happens when I am partly doing my preparation. I will do a separate video about this. And I think we keep on moving with the new premium tanks. We were on the M4A1 Revolver, you see? Now completely equipped with stuff which gives us a better tank. Write it in the comments what you think about this. We'll also do a video about this, exactly with this setup. Oh shit, it has quite many shells. But yeah, we also have the Skoda T40, which is the first Czechoslovakian tank in the game. And we also have obviously a look at the camouflages, if there are already. Yes, there are. Nice. I guess that looks pretty neat. Let's move this, and we only have one. Yeah, yep, this looks great. Oh, and this, yeah. Not that bad at all, in my opinion. The camouflages looks pretty nice on this tank. You also see that the crew is quite big. 5 people, so you won't have any problem when you achieve tier 10 tanks, because the tier 10 will mostly have only 4 crew members. What is really important, you have decent armor for tier 6. You can even bounce shells when they're like here or here, like on this normal small torn. And you have a pretty interesting gun, which is not interesting at all when it is on a heavy tank. Still, the Japanese Tiger works, in my opinion. I even like a joy to play him, which is kind of special because I first hated this tank. But on a medium tank, I think it will be cool, especially with those premium shells. You have 200mm heat shells. I still want to point out, why don't you give us this option for the Japanese Tiger? With the same gun, it uses the same caliber, it could work. So why the hell not? Would be a little bit better than this APCR, which is only at 173 millimeters, I guess. But yeah, other stuff. More HD models. You already saw it. We have the KV1 as a new HD model. Obviously, I have not prepared anything. The tracks obviously don't change at all, but we can change the turret. In shape, also looks pretty neat. Because of my new PC, you will see this tank in its full HD glory, I hope. You have a see. You have a see at a look. Because, yep, as you can see, it should be good for your eyes. So this will be how the games will be on full quality. Well, yeah, we also have the KB22-2. I guess the dash 2 stands for that it is the second time they sold it. Like the beta was one with a alpha or a beta around here, and now it's just a normal one. It got buffed in armor, like the hull was significantly buffed, so to be like the KV3's one, which is on tier 7, on tier 5 tank. Still, the turret is quite weak, got even a little bit weaker with the new HD update, like always they do. But don't forget, it's still a darn good tank. You got even more horsepower, but in return, your terrain resistance was nerfed. You will still be the same speed, not being any better, but the difference will be in ramming. You will do more damage in ramming. Next HD model, the T10. And you're just like, T10? What tank is this? This is the IS-8. Yes, it was renamed to T10 because why the hell not, right? And as you can see, I didn't even research the biggest turret. Jesus, it's so long ago that I played this tank. But doesn't matter. We can do this. Purchase it and take it on. Right now, take it on. And as you can see, this turret looks pretty neat in my opinion. They made it look really good. Still, it has weak spots up here, obviously, but it's an IS-8. It's a fast heavy tank. You should play it like this. I even quite somehow enjoyed it in the end after I learned how to play this. I want to, point out that I am not as good on this T10. 50% win chance. Not good for me. But I still liked it in the end, as I do. Then we have the new 2112A. 212A. Yeah. Obviously we need to have the big gun for the biggest demonstration. Still, it's not artillery PS. I still hate RT. So, well, what was the point of making HD RTs? They don't move anyway. Casual RT hate. Next tank. The German Sumo got also some significant buffs with those tracks here. They make it a lot harder for you to penetrate this tank, trust me. In overall, it looks pretty darn good, I guess. And I even think to buy this tank for myself to make a small review when they are going to delete this tank out of the game. Tiger 2. Long waited for, now it is here. The glory of Germany, the King Tiger, how it is called by the Americans and especially Brits, I guess. I personally like the Tiger 2. Also looks pretty neat like this. This makes it a lot harder to penetrate the turret. Obviously, those panzer plates, those spare track parts are a really good idea of wargaming to try to balance a tank without making it unhistorical. Well, obviously it could be unhistorical to make spare tracks like here because it would disturb the weight a little bit, but I guess it's a pretty darn good idea to buff a tank's armor when you don't really guess it's a good idea. It's not a really good armor tank. Did it also in AIS-4 as far as I know. And the Jack Panther with a really strong nerf when it comes to here. Here, new weak spot. Don't like it, still, at least the HD model looks good. Yes, obviously the gun looks also quite neat. Then a new tank, which is not available anymore, the Jack Tiger 88. Again, we have the spare tracks parts, which are ridiculous thick. And the lower plate, which is up here, strong. And I even think that the angle was adjusted a lot. Really a lot. But yeah, also looking forward to play this tank, especially with this nose. This noise emblems. Then a new tank, which many of you people don't probably know from the late days. It was already changed to HD, but something special is about this tank. The T-23E3 got new ammo for its gun. No more 177mm APCR penetration, you have now 190. And no more 120mm penetration with AP, you are roughly 150. Makes it a lot more enjoyable to play this tank because, let me have a look. I guess it's now roughly the same as the E50. See, it's basically now a medium E50. Still not as fast in shooting, not as accurate, not as fast as anyway. Still, it's a funny tank to play. Still looking forward to this buff because it's a significant buff in my opinion. Well, back to the T-34. And I really think this beast looks gorgeous. Look at this. You can even see that this should be the part where the periscope is for the gunner, which is basically shrapnel-proof glass, I guess. Look at this, it looks amazing. Also here we have those little buffer tracks which make the tank better armor-wise. Unfortunately, the back was a little bit nerfed. But yeah, if you show the back to your enemies, you're a little bit dumb. This side was quite improved, so no more guns which have a higher caliber than 150mm will auto-penetrate. I guess I like this for tier 10 battles. Yeah, I guess we also go to another tank, the T3 HMC, which is basically the new tier 2 tank destroyer. And no, this thing is as light as you can see, and it has the same gun, I guess, as the T18 HMC. It will be replaced with the T18 HMC, because we all know that the T18 is a seal clubber tank, and this tank should solve it. Why? Because it nullifies its same effect. It one-shots itself. I really just don't know. I once tried to do an OP rating for a tank, and I used, most important was speed, gun stats and armor. The T18 had basically speed, armor and gun stats. Well, it was OP. This tank has no armor but gun stats and speed, even more speed. So I don't know, it's a glass cannon with a howitzer. I really don't know if this is a good idea, but we will see how it develops. Basically, it still looks funny, especially that you can see an interior of the tank. Really neatly done. Then, a new tier 3 TD, the T56, which was formerly known as the T57 tier 2 SPG. Also really looking forward to probably play this tank. Why? Because I played this tank already as a TD. And I guess this gun is devastating on tier 3. I don't know. Well, it's probably a really big improvement to this gun on the penetration wise as a tier 3 tank destroyer. Not really good view range though, but still I guess will be a fun tank to play when you're top tier. New tier 2 SPG. Basically a T1 which was cut in half and put a howitzer on, I guess. It looks funny, looks neat. Tier 2 SPG will not play it anyway. Why should I? Is the question. Then here we have it, the T18, formerly known as the Seal Clubber tank. It's now a tier 3 SPG. We'll also looking forward to see how this tank develops, especially it has still heat rounds. But the gun is much, well, not that much at all, to be honest. Let's have a look. It is not that inaccurate, but it's a tier 3. So I guess it works. Then we come again to the M4A1, which we already had a look at it. Then the Matilda, obviously, which also got an HD model. So yay, HD Matilda. Still a ridiculous amount of armor. But again, I think they did pretty good when it comes to this HD model. Yeah, looks still nice. Well, those were the tanks which are now available for me at the moment. I'm still working with the community manager of the German side. Probably get an what is it called? A beta account, or how you call it, a press account, so I can have access to all tanks. Would make it a lot easier for me. Also, tanks which are tested right now are the Object 777 heavy tank, RGM Scorpion, T28F30, IS-3 with an autoloader, AMX M4 1949, KV4 KTTS, the VK100-01P, and the T44-100. T44-100 is still my guess this will be the replacement for the T44. I don't know, it's at the moment a premium tank. I don't think it needs another premium tank, especially when we already have one for the Russians. New tanks also are the Chieftain Mark 6, which will not be released yet. Why Wargaming? I don't know. And the Panzer 58, the first Swiss tank. To all tanks I made a video about it, just look them up on my YouTube list or on my video list and you will see them. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope it was long. I hope you stayed with me. If so, thanks again, and as always, have a nice weekend. Bye bye.